Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're still banned. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I thought we might be able to jump into some unofficial lobbies with it being week 13, but we can't. We can jump in practice. Now, that's not really important for me. What's important is we get used to driving the new Tyre model. Let me move a few things around because we tweaked this for hey Russell, first in. Everything's back to normal. Everything's back to normal. Russell's in first. Cheers for tuning in, boys. RMS Racing, cheers for tuning in, buddy. Phillips, why did you get banned? When did I get banned? So I got banned on Friday, just gone. And we got banned for not what you'd expect. If you watch my channel, it's not what you'd expect. Everyone's thinking, yeah, chat ban. Because you're a gobby motherfucker. It's not that. It was a course cutting violation. So we cut the track in wet conditions in a very hard race against a little rat bag. And he was, if you watch the stream, everybody knows already who follows the channel. Hey, Venus. Everybody knows already. He was an absolute dick. He was driving like an absolute dick. Deliberately forced me off the track. He cut the corner. He didn't give back the advantage. All I did was gain the same advantage he did. It wasn't something I was interested in protesting, even though he was the one being a knobhead. I was, you know, it's racing. It was really bad conditions. It's one of them things, like, emotions sometimes get the best of you. In wet conditions, I think that's like tenfold. And yeah, he was driving like an absolute plonker. Yeah, really overly aggressive and stuff. Anyway, we didn't protest it. He left it till the last minute, and I mean the last minute, to protest, because there's a time frame, there's a window when you can do it. And he protested me the day before the 24 hours Nürburgring race. Now, if I was to enter that race, and Venus will know, we were considering entering this, it was only because my girlfriend was away working that weekend that we weren't able to do it. Had I been registered and signed up to do that and committed to do that, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So it was a real shithouse move. It was very deliberately planned, I think, from the guy. So, I mean, he played the game well. Fair play to him. Doesn't bother me. And it also doesn't bother me that iRacing banned me, because I would rather subscribe to a sim where you are penalised for something like that. Now, yeah, I feel hard done to a little bit because he was being an absolute dickhead. But it is what it is. We've been banned over week 13. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So, let's get out on track. Literally the first time I'm driving here. Yeah, Friday. It's a week suspension. It's absolutely fine. Friday it will be over. I think it's a valuable lesson learned. You know, we were involved. We were heated. But yeah, I'd 100% accept it, and I wouldn't be bothered about it in the slightest. Hey, James. But the fact that the other guy was an absolute tool, yeah, that's the only part of it that bothers me. But you know, it is what it is. Right, have we had some graphical updates? Yeah, like I said at the start, I won't be getting banned for what you guys think I'll be banned for. Yeah, the chat ban's long overdue, we all know that. Right. So yeah, I don't know if there's been some stuff. Big graphics update. I know there was rain and stuff, and I know the spray's been dialed down a bit. We'll let this guy go. I'm going to turn the force feedback up a bit.
On your right, clear.
Chat protest. Yeah, I don't know if I've been warned about. I don't think I've been warned about chat before, which is remarkable, isn't it? So we're getting 137 frames, everything's ramped up. Apart from foliage, because no one needs that. So yeah, tyres are obviously very cold. I feel like the spray was spot on. Yeah, it's a weird one. I think at speed, I think the spray was spot on. I think at lower speeds, maybe it was a little bit over the top, but it certainly didn't bother me. The harder it is in the wet, the better it is. All I hope is that now that it's a little bit more dialed down, the aliens don't all shit themselves and don't race a wet race.
Keep an eye open. Stay right.
So yeah, hopefully it brings them into the races where there's weather. We don't want the little bollocks to shrink in the wet, so hopefully they participate a little bit more now. So you would get like an open and a fixed, one would be wet, one would be dry, whatever the wet race was, they just wouldn't even bother. So yeah, hopefully they will now. So I'm all for that, if it helps. Yeah, I think it's the only way to be, James. I mean, moving forward, I don't know how many suspensions you can get on iRacing before you get a permanent ban. I think you have to do something pretty bad to get a permanent ban, but the fact that we have had a suspension now, I think, you know, we take it on the chin, we learn from it, we disable voice chat. Like I say, not that it was anything to do with the voice and team radio and stuff like that, but it's just not worth the risk now. I don't want to get into any more trouble, boys. Right, chase some tuning in, guys. So we're just getting some heat into the front right. What are we on here? Lap? Is this the second lap? Little bit of heat going in. She hasn't marked, no, she doesn't know. Won't tell her. What I did tell her the other day was to connect her Amazon Prime. She hasn't done it yet. Get the free family subs rolling into Twitch. Right, despite the tyres just coming up, there was a lot of grip there. 28 degrees track temperature.
20.704.
Wow. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting that.
Didn't even fucking think about being courteous, dickhead.
No need to swear, wasn't it? Call me a dickhead there as well. I swear, get it from chat. Jesus. Yeah, really wasn't expecting that. Second gear. Kinda got the steering done. Wanted to go around. Really wasn't expecting that. So I was going to push a little bit on this lap, but the good thing is the tyres shouldn't be ruined after that. So we think optimum is lap 4, 5. We're about to find out, mate. I really don't know. I would hazard a guess that they are faster. because it feels like there's more grip. I can feel the front of the car more. So obviously it's going to be difficult to find out because obviously this is a fixed setup. So yeah, grippier sounds good. Yeah, that initial turning at low speed, there just seemed to be a lot more grip there on the front. We'll try and push now then.
32.993.
I was a little cautious there because I wasn't sure.
On course.
216 incoming, okay. Yeah, maybe not in the fixed. Yep, that's it, Nashers. That's the top and bottom of it. The strange thing is, we cut the corner in wet conditions. We gave back the time that iRacing wanted us to give back. We got a slow down, we took the slow down. But we didn't give back the position that we took. The reason we didn't give back the position that we took is because the first time we went side by side, second chicane at Monza, I got alongside into the braking zone. I slowed my car down to the apex. I turned in. He straight lined the chicane. He gained about 2 to 3 seconds and he was gone down the road. So I was like, okay. Yeah, I appealed it. It was upheld. So then I got alongside him again. A few laps later, I got alongside the same guy again because I was quicker than him. We went for a move into turn 1, same again, alongside, he didn't defend, we got it alongside, we turned in, we made the apex, he cut the course again for a second time. As he rejoined, smashes me off the circuit and into the gravel. So I'm like, okay, this is how we're racing. Continue to try and race clean, and this was my argument with iRacing. I continue to try and race the guy clean. We fought into turn 1 again. This time he was on the inside, I was on the outside. He missed the apex a little bit and he drifted into me. Fair enough, wet conditions, don't think he did it deliberately. Made contact with me. I could have cut the corner at turn 1 but I didn't. I kept it on track, held the brake, let him go, and on the last lap I thought, you know what, like, not only should I be ahead of you, I should be ahead of you and well clear. So on the second chicane, I basically gained the same, probably 2-second advantage that he gained on me in the first instance. He protested it. He was crying like a baby, to be fair, in the race. He was like, you've got to give me that position back. Wasn't bothered about his approach. A lot of understeer there at No Name. Hell of a lot of understeer there. So yeah, he protested it and they upheld it. We had also had a previous we did have a previous warning for cutting Eau Rouge. I don't know if that was this season or last season. So I think they're looking at the history of my record, I suppose, my race record. Now, If I'd have cut Eau Rouge lap on lap on lap in wet conditions, fair enough, but they can see when I have cut Eau Rouge in wet conditions again, I've approached it the same. Now this is the thing, and I will discuss this in a video. I am going to do a video on this. The good thing about the weather in iRacing is it's dynamic, it changes lap to lap. So the way that I approach going through Eau Rouge one lap is different the next lap. The grip levels are different. Jesus. Wow. The grip levels are different. The water pools in different areas. And you have to react on your feet. So when I turned in for my corner, you know, the track had changed dynamically. I had to straight line it. You can see by my telemetry and everything that I attempted it. But I'm not going to lose the car by sticking with it when I know it's going to end up with me backwards in the wall at Eau Rouge. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one. I have got a few things to say about it, so yeah, I will be addressing it on a video. If you haven't seen the new series that I'm doing, I will be doing it on there, episode 2. We're calling it the Gridcast. So we did episode 1, which was about Team Redline and the Nürburgring 24-hour scandal. So episode 2 is going to be about my ban, and we will do that later this week. That'll be out probably at the weekend. Right, I'm noticing a lot of understeer at the front here now that the tyres are up to temperature. There's a lot of understeer there. No keyring, that's why I thought I would be able to, but we can't. We are not able to participate. Which is a bit shit, because it does say practice sessions, testing sessions. I would imagine week 13 would be classed as a testing session, would it not? Anyway, for whatever reason, we can't. I haven't tried actually, James. That's worth a look. We'll give it a go. See if we can get a lap together then. So people are doing 16s up front. This is an unranked, yeah, the GT3 is an unranked.
Good job,
can't.
There you go.
But I'm alright with it. To be honest, I was going to spend this week really trying to get to grips with that. You know me, if you watch the channel, you know I race GT3s. This is pretty much all I race. So I really want to get to grips with this new build. So I don't mind not jumping into races.
Back in a rhythm.
And we really just try and learn it on our own. I did jump on LMU the other day actually. Yeah, I jumped on a few laps of where we did a few laps of Fuji, we did a few laps at Monza. Enjoyed it, it's good. New pack now as well, isn't there? Right, switch on a little bit. Keep getting cut tracks at Eau Rouge. Now it's strange, I'll be honest, it feels a little strange because it feels like there's a lot of grip on the front, but then every now and again there's just understeer, and I don't know what it is that's causing that. So you're supposed to be able to push now, aren't you, and you don't have to underdrive this anymore. Hi Dave. I'm not sure yet, Dave. I've done a few laps, mate, and it's weird. There's grip and then there isn't. Like there's loads of grip, then there's understeer. So it's strange. I'm turning in early a couple of times, clipping some curves, but I keep getting a slow down. I've lost the back end twice here, and once at turn 1 in second gear. So it's, yeah, it's odd.
18.095. Shit, those are the lap times we need, man. Keep digging.
Right, so we'll try to be really aggressive with the steering now and not just go through lazy and under drive like we would normally. So we'll crank that there, get that nose in. Right, here we go. So probably the first reasonable lap. Finally updates, I think. Yeah, I'll probably be on most of the week. Right, so I'm gonna try and push. I've been watching people's streams, and a lot of people are calling for people to push and, you know, overdrive the car. So that's what we'll do. That's not what you should do. So they're again there, like second gear. I wasn't exactly kicking its head in, but right, that's strange to me, that, because that felt like old tyre model. Make a mistake, it'll punish you for the rest of the lap. They haven't spiked, the temps haven't spiked, you can see. So we should be able to recover, the tyre should be able to recover that. So we're learning. So I am cranking the steering there, and we'd have been backwards again there with the old tyre model. But yeah, maybe it's a driving style. Oh, I'm getting a lot of understeer. As I've... No mate, I haven't. The bend, yeah, no, I've not done it. Don't own it, so what I'll do is I'll have credits at the end of the season. I'll wait till them credits come through and I'll buy that new circuit, and we'll get that new Ferrari as well. But the focus now, as it is the focus of the channel really, GT3s, the focus is going to be getting this new tyre model, getting to grips with it. Yeah, that seemed better, smoother. Every comment you've seen so far is understeer, so it's not just me then. I'll be honest though, I'm not struggling with the understeer as much. It's the on throttle over rotation, but I think that's a skill issue. Rear tyres weren't that hot. Understeer again there, that's the worst corner for it. Off camber though, isn't it? So I was on the throttle reasonably early there, thinking it would push out, and it didn't. I'm miles off a good lap here, but
they're going to start the pit, so let's be aware.
We should be right up there with this strength of field. I know it's only practice, but we should be getting right up there, I think. So do the tyres just kind of just sit around the mid-80s? What I will do is I'll turn the audio for the tyres, because I'm not one of them, like some people crank the tyres up for the stream, like so they hear everything. They've got every like audible cue that they're
17.141. That looks good, bro. Keep it up.
right. So what was that? Was a 17.1. So we will be in the 16s here once I start getting to grips with this, because that really wasn't a good lap, I don't think. A little snap there when I turned in. A little better, I think. Right, now I just stamped on the throttle there and it pushed out. So do we just need to be a little more gentle getting that throttle back in? On power understeer is what more I just drive most GT3s. Alright, fair enough. So that's pretty accurate then, yeah? Same again there. Right, I'm going to go back, reset. So yeah, that's interesting, because the Macca wouldn't normally struggle on the traction there. Your back end wouldn't step out like that on the old tyre model. So I like that it does. I like that it's a little more challenging there, but my concern is that other people aren't finding it as challenging. 2:15 in the bag if you nailed the bus stop. So if we can hook it up on lap 4, which is when you're supposed to be at the optimum, we'll see. So we'll try and bring the tyre in nice and smooth for a few laps. So straight away there is a significant difference. I feel it now, just now coming out of the pits. Which is good. The feedback's letting you know that the grip's not there, I suppose. So does it look sharper, do we think, graphically? Oh, yeah, nothing there whatsoever. It feels it's going light on the steering very early. Once you've rotated the car a little bit, yeah, it's very quick to go light when the tyres are cold. Yeah, I've never really struggled with on throttle oversteer with the Macca in dry conditions. But yeah, 143 frames. Everything absolutely fine there. I felt, yeah, we're just getting to grips with it, mate. We're still on, you know, we're on our first lap of the second stint, if you want to call it that. I've had a few steep learning curves, but yeah, I mean, there's time. I can certainly improve on my lap time as we get to grips with it. I'm used to coming out that first, the right-hander at the bus stop, squeezing the throttle, and I think it doesn't like that for some reason. Right, let's push on this one and see where the grip isn't compared to our best lap so far, which is what, 17.1. So there's no problem with the nose going in on the cold tyres, really. Braking's there or thereabouts. So it's not like GTPs, it's not, you know, absolute death
Up, one off course,
on the cold tyres. So there is still some patience required. I was a little concerned when the whole premise and what we've heard so many people talking about is in order to extract time from the GT3 car in iRacing on the old tyre model you had to underdrive it. I was concerned that it would go too far the other way and you just absolutely kick its head in and everybody can extract time that way. Luckily it doesn't feel like that's going to be the case. You know, there is still, you know, going to be some finesse to it in terms of your inputs. I don't know if I'm a little bit scared of the throttle now when I've got a bit of steering input on. Wow, wow. Sorry, I didn't want my little finger. Hopefully that's just, we do get them from time to time. Hopefully that's just the first one. We normally get it in practice every now and again. It's a shame because we just kind of warmed the tyres up there. So much carnage. I'll just drive this out lap like I would drive a race lap and we'll just see. Because it doesn't feel tricky. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, mate. I don't think it's that bad that you've got to nurse it round, like. You know, there's just understeer at the, you know, this is, I mean, the understeer is crazy to be honest, but I didn't feel this on the second lap. But yeah, very dead at the front on that initial outlap. So another concern that I have is, are we just going to get some ridiculous qualifying strategies? Because if the optimum lap is lap 4 or 5, you're not going to see that in quali. So are we going to get people coming up with some absolute horse shit to try and get temps I hope not. You know, the car being lighter on fuel might react differently. So there's a full lap push in and we're just into the 60s on the front left. So if I'm just simulating a quali lap now, we'll see how lap 2 and 3 end up. And hopefully we don't get any more than graphic issues. So let's see how much off my best lap. Whoops. These 2 laps are. We're obviously a little bit down with our little off track there, but nothing there whatsoever. Really tricky that. Got that on session best. Yes, we're on session best lap. So I don't know if that was dirty. The fact that I'm not up. I'm by no means up on my 17.1 here. So we must have had an off track on that, did we? So this will be lap 3, an out lap, and the second push lap. We've had a few spins, Phil. We haven't caught them. To be honest, I didn't try to catch them, I just let it go, really. Still nothing there. That's probably where the off track was on the quick lap. Doesn't seem as bad there though. So I don't know if it's like an off camber thing where the tyres seem to be struggling at no name. I seem to be struggling a little bit with the brakes, if I'm honest. Jack thinks your ban is not deserved. Jack as in Jacksa. No, it's certainly. I mean, it's certainly not deserved. I mean, we've got it regardless. But it's nice to know that people sort of understand what went on. I think anyone who watched the race live, Dave commented straight away when he seen that we'd been banned. He said, "Was that the race where the other guy was worse than you?" So he knew. But yeah, like I say, we'll learn from it. We'll come back and adjust. Not a big deal. Right, we're learning a little bit about the tyre, I think, now. There we go. Still a little bit understeery there, we've missed that by miles. So this is lap 4, right? Yeah, we'll be good, we'll be good. Gives me time to clean this fucking room up anyway. Tell you what I should have used it for. I should have used it to sort my cable management out. It's an absolute disgrace.
17.446.
See, brakes again. Missed on the brakes. It's interesting that lap 4 is supposed to be the best lap and we were pushing more than we had. But we were still 2/10 off my best lap. Which came at about lap 6 or 7, right? So yeah, that's interesting. Let's see if we can get under it, because that I didn't feel like that 71 was hooked up like at all. I didn't feel like that was a good lap. So we're certainly into the 16s. Tell you what I'm not getting. Sometimes when you come out with Lecom, you try and get over at the left hand side and you get a little bit of a swap on. Not getting that. Where you give it a little squeeze on the throttle to get a little bit more power down, and then you just sometimes correct it as you're trying to ask the carve too much. I'm not getting any of that through there. Not actually feeling the back stepping out through mid or fast corners. The back is only getting loose at the slow stuff, which is interesting. Yeah, tell me about it, Ashes. Honestly, it's horrendous behind my PC. There's time there. I'm just terrified of the throttle. There's so much time in the bus stop there.
17.956.
try to get on the brakes a little bit earlier there. You've got golf tomorrow. On purpose. Taking forever to update. I had to get rid of some stuff on my computer. I didn't realise I had like hundreds of gig in stored videos. I just deleted them all. What a disgusting corner that is. Right, I'm starting to feel a little slip at the front now in a good way. I'm going to roll the brakes back a touch. So I'm starting to feel the fronts just push a little when I get on the throttle. Trying to find that optimum slip angle. Couldn't feel it before. Just started to feel it there through pull on. So what we're on here, lap, I know it says 16 but it's not, this is lap 5, right? So now I'm feeling it. I know I'm knowing where the limit is. So I'm struggling with the braking.
404.
Yeah, but now I know where that grip is on the front. Look, you can just see now. Right, let's go. I think I've turned a corner there. A little too eager there. Yeah, the car feels better there. It's like that's where it wants to be. Lap 6, right? Track is hotter. 31. I can't remember what it was. It won't have been as low as 22, but it was certainly in the 20s. I want to say 27. But yeah, it seems to be continuing to build. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just trying to brake too late, I don't know. Smooth though through there, smooth over them curbs. Wouldn't normally take that much curb, but Fick's normally got quite a lot of downforce on the rear as well, hasn't it? So it's strange that I'm losing the back end in the slower stuff. It's lap 7, yeah? You know, you can change cameras custom every time I change it, depending goes back default. I've never been one for cameras and stuff like that. I've always struggled with that sort of stuff, mate, sorry. I tend to just adjust it on the fly, like. I feel like getting that balance of correcting the oversteer on the exit is going to be key. Very strange that I can't beat this time.
Get your entrance into the pit road there. Get familiar with it.
Because I had no toe. The only thing that was different was the temperatures were a little bit lower. But I just don't feel like I was anywhere near putting a good lap together when we did that time. So we'll have a look at the replay. But yeah, it loves it through there. Same again there then, just too early on the throttle. Right, let's have a look at this lap. What was the best one? So it's a 2:17.1. It's obviously dirty. Where is it? Right, let's have a look at this. It's a reasonable turn one, to be fair. And this was, so look, this was on lap 8 of the stint. Four different cars in the top 5 here in this room. It's pretty good lines, to be fair. I didn't think it was that good. We've left a little bit on the exit there. We missed this. I think we run wide, so there's time on the apex there, and there's certainly time on the exit. Whether we gained anything by running wide, I don't know, but I don't feel like we hooked that up. We've left a little bit on entry there, missed the apex slightly, late on the power, and left a little bit on the outside, I think, as well. That's pretty nice through the first one. Bit wide on the second. Missed that. And then this is very comfortable through here in the fixed. Not sure what... Oh, I've got no idea, Phillips, mate. Sorry, mate. I have no idea what... is it Nightbot, whatever he's called? I don't know what he's up to. I'm not even getting to see what the comment was. Yeah, pretty nice through the first part of the bus stop, but the second part's awful. So this little squeeze of throttle is what's been spinning me, so we back out with that pretty sharpish and we don't run it all the way out. So yeah, there is time on that lap for sure. Now, I always check. Let me see the I ratings of the guys around me. So Tommy is 5.2k in the Mercedes. P3 Tobias is 7.2k in the Ferrari. Ricardo is 7.2k in the Chevy. Trockley is 5.9k. I'm really surprised by this. I'm really surprised by this. Now this is positive. Obviously 3.7k, 4.7k, 3.9k, 5.4k. So I'm feeling like I've struggled with the car a little bit here in this session, but we are in good company here, boys. We really are. Let's get out this session and see how much the track state and everything is dependent. We'll stick with the car. Stick with what we know for now, and I'll join the latest one. So 821. Who's in here? Kieran Lewis is in this one. I've never seen that before. Is that a new touch? It's telling me if you've got friends in the lobby. So Kieran, who you'll know from the channel, is in this session with us. So it opened at 8:21, this one. It's currently 8:28. So I do like to get in them early, and then hopefully we will get a good idea of where the pace is. But yeah, pretty surprised by that. I'm pretty surprised that we were up there with some really quick guys. Now, there was a lot of different cars there. Mercedes, Chevy, Ferraris, but there was also 5k guys in the McLaren who weren't able to do the same times. But like I say, it could be track state dependent. No questioning about the hundreds of gigs of stud video. It was just them ones where I walk through jelly in my bare feet. Sell them on only feet. Sorry if I've missed any chat here, guys. I've just been focusing a little bit there. Oh. Right, here we go then. So track temperature 28 degrees. So I think I was about right in the last one. They definitely made braking better or easier. You can really chuck it into the corners. I wonder why I'm struggling on the brakes then. Right, we'll let these guys go. After you, my friend.
Left side, you are clear.
We'll go gloveless on this one. I don't know if you guys are the same. I do feel like you get a lot more feeling in your fingertips without gloves. How are we looking field of view wise on the stream, guys? Because I've tweaked this. Forever tweaking the field of view. Trying things. But it feels very cockpity to me. Some cars are just better for the immersion. and some cars you really have to work on to get it to sit right. Might just be me, I might overthink that sort of stuff, but
Right side. Clear, clear, clear.
but yeah, more than ever the Macca feels really nice in the cockpit now. And it looks a lot sharper to me. I don't know if this is the graphics tweaks that they've done, but it looks a lot sharper in the cockpit.
Left side.
Whereabouts are you braking for the bus stop?
Clear, clear,
Just
clear.
on the white line. Is that the 100? The white line that wasn't there when they rescanned it, and they got, you know, the new Spark came out and it wasn't there, and then like a couple of days later it was. Bosh. 100's way too late for me.
Car on the right. Keep going, keep going.
Had a little moment on throttle again there. So do we know if you look after your tyres in the early stages of a stint, does it come back to you to benefit you in the later stages? I would hope so. I think you probably can because there's more grip. Whether it'd be quicker or not, I don't know. See, I've been focusing on braking a lot earlier since I've had a few coaching sessions from the Sim Coach boys. Like many people, I feel that late braking is the key to a good lap, and in my case it really wasn't. It depends on your driving style entirely, of course, but yeah, that's really catching me out.
So, go the other way.
Not just me though. That guy got it as well.
Eyes open.
Very strange though.
33, 23, 7, 5. He's moving.
Just think I have to put that down to pushing too hard too soon, I think. I don't think it's a concern really once I'm up to temperature. So 17.1's up top again. I've never known it turn so easily through Le Combe. mess with my brakes here and put it where he used to have it, so they're fixed. I would run 52.8 on the brakes, and that would be a really nice balance for the Macca. So yeah, once the grip comes, you don't half feel it. Thanks, mate.
You're welcome, mate.
Half a second off your personal best. What, here at Spa? Right, lap 3.
8.834. There you go. Good job.
Oh, Monza. Yeah, Spa's one of them circuits, like, people beat themselves up because they struggle on pace, but it's a very sweaty lap, Spa. And people know exactly how to extract it. So yeah, not quite ready at the front there to push, get that nose in. I am loving the feeling of that though through there on them curbs. Cannot get that right.
Sorry, Simon.
Right, second half of that lap felt really good.
Wah, lagi na api yan.
Good, man. That's what you've been searching for. Gonna have a car off to the right.
I couldn't hear you, Russell.
Didn't want to lift because I had the reasonable line. I think I still got an off track there, didn't I? But unfortunately we're going to get slowed down, I think, here. It's a little tow coming our way.
Left side, all clear.
Yeah, I figured we lost a hell of a lot of time there. That's a shame. Good luck, that.
17.652. On your right. Clear.
Yeah, 17 flat there. If we were to maintain what we had and not get slowed down.
Great lap.
There we go, come on. First time. Hey Kieran. No mate, I don't think so. Not that I've noticed. We're having trouble with the back end. There it is. Hey Ryan.
16.965. Damn dude, that was the fastest lap we've run in a while.
Is that your CPU, Kieran? Fixed, set up this, Ryan. Just a bit of time there. See, I haven't found lap 4, 5, 6 good, but where it says the optimum time is, I'm not finding it. I'm on lap 7 now. Try the Corvette.
17.287.
Just wanted to check there once the tyres are in. Can you push it? I can't. Bio update. BIOS update. I don't even know what you're talking about, boys. I'll leave you to it. Right, let's have a look at these guys then. 5.1k, 2.8. So yeah, it's not quite as... I'm saying that's 6.6. 3.4. 5.1. 4%. Again, we're pretty high up here. In good company again. I'm gonna wait and see who comes into this room. We'll keep an eye on the session afterwards. It's a shame that your... Correct me if I'm wrong here. Does your iRacing companion app show your practice results? Or do you have to go into the UI for that? Right, so I think we dropped down to second gear for this, do we? First gear, did I take? Yeah, I've took first gear on this one. No short shift either. Just powering out. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good line through there. Yeah, I'm finding that I'm noticing an improvement. It's certainly in the way that I'm approaching it, the way I drive. So the little bits between corners. So obviously as we come through, watch my throttle as we go through here. Normally I'd be hesitant and I'd be half throttling through this. I felt like I went flat after this. So through there, throttle position here, flat. I would never be flat there. And there's a lift straight after, but I'm flat. Because I've got confidence in it. Same again here. As soon as it lands, flat. I'd be half throttle and feathering this all the way through here. So then we're lifting. As soon as I know where the nose is, bosh, flat. And I think I keep this flat on our lift. Pussy. But again, once I know we're flat, a little bit too much there. But we've lost time there. We haven't gained anything there. You're actually slow around Spa. I think it's going to be adjusting to driving styles, isn't it? Now, I really do hope that like a smoother driving style helps. Because I've always felt like I've had a fairly smooth driving style. No hint of the car losing grip. Yeah, are you struggling through the slow stuff as well, though? It's the slow stuff where I'm struggling. Massive confidence here. Yeah, okay. As long as it's not just me, that's, yeah, because that's what's going on. You stuck at 18.9. What car are you in, mate? When you're talking stuff like that, so I used to say the same sort of thing to Angry Ben when he was, not when he was first starting, but when I would watch his lap times. If I see a lap where you're like 18.9 and something like that, I would consider where your car is. So as we go through this sector here, as we approach this, are you all the way here? So I'm on the grass before I go onto the curb. So that's key for getting, you know, I'm right the way over. Getting everything I can from it, as you can see, chucking the grass up. Missed the apex ever so slightly, but again, all the way out here. When I was not first starting, but like before I sort of found a lot of pace, because I had to, because I found myself in the top split, I wouldn't be doing this. I might be here. My left tyres might be here. I wouldn't dream of going left tyres into the sand. I mean, you couldn't do it years ago because of the grass and stuff, but look at that. You know, we're all the way over. Why is that red? Oh, is that the light? Oh, so that, I've never noticed that then. So that's interesting. So that's the light pinging off my logo there, and it's lighting it up red. I've never noticed that. I don't know if that's new. I don't know if that's to do with lighting, but she's a beautiful thing. But yeah, all the way. Extending the track all the way. Which I don't think you can do on a single screen, if I'm honest. I don't know if you guys are on single screens, but I don't think you can do it on a single screen effectively. Yeah, certainly check on the replays, because I think everybody feels like they are. Yeah, that's a nice lap, that. I'm happy with that. Lose a ton from Rivage through Pouon. Is Rivage the hairpin down the hill? Thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate the support. I missed your name pop up. It's going to tell me on my activity feed shortly, but it's a little bit delayed. But thank you very much. Someone in chat could let me know if you guys saw it, but thank you very much for triggering the old battle horns. Some dude just done a 15.9. Disgusting. Who is it? I need names. So yeah, that's Lecom, that, isn't it? Benji. Thank you very much, Benji. Appreciate the support, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Anybody who's recently subscribed, by the way, the Discord link is in the description if you want to jump in the Discord. Is this one Rivage? Excuse me. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, really, really liking it, Benji. Really liking it. While I'm P1, I'm liking it. When I start dropping, I'm going to be complaining. But yeah, is this the one? Is this Rivage? This one. See, with the chat being delayed, it's difficult. But this is the right-hander, yeah? So, I don't know if you need any advice from me, but if you want it, I can certainly attempt to help you. I pull second gear late, so I cruise this in third. So in the cockpit, you know, so I'm way past. If we slow it right down. So brake and point. Leave it in third gear. Because if you pull second gear now, your engine braking's taking loads of speed off. That goes for any corner, to be honest. It's only now that I've grabbed second. And what I used to do, when I was told off for it, what I used to do was I would be full throttle now. You see my input now, I'm like 80%, something like that. I would go full throttle and it would push me out here. So now wait. I've probably gone a little too wide, actually. But if you go all the way out here, because you think like I used to think like curb to curb all the time. If you think about Laguna Seca, it's curb to curb everywhere you go. You finish that curb, you start that curb. You finish that curb, you start that curb. It's not really like that here. You don't want to be anywhere near this curb, really. In the same way that you don't want to be anywhere near this curb. So if you're running over there, I mean, look at that. We're nowhere near. We're like halfway over the circuit. Like, unless you're sending it into here. But yeah, this one, just absolutely slam on and point your brakes. It doesn't really work if there's a car there. People will tell you you're moving under braking. It's one of them. That's the line for me anyway. So yeah, all the way down, snatch second gear about there. And then wait, punch it, and stay as far to the right as you can. So the reason this is still too late is because now I'm still settling the car, aren't I? The car's not straight. So I was told, get the car straight here. And I don't, which is why there's probably still time for me. You know, it's knowing how to do it and doing it, two different things, but best corner I've done that long. Happy with that. That's another one, really. I snatched fourth gear early. Boom, I've snatched it there. Probably don't need to. Let it roll in fifth for a bit. Maybe snatch it somewhere around here. If you pull it now, you're going to overslow your car pulling it early. But so often I'd be coming off here, and when I'm going on throttle here, look, watch how quickly I go from 0 to 100. Bosh. On. And it remains on. Whereas before I would like ease it on and feed it in and just bosh, get it down as soon as you can. You have to wait a little bit more to do it, but wait and do it. Yep, I think that's part of the problem. People are just too eager to get on the throttle. I certainly was. That's another one. People get over here too quickly. I always miss this. I'm always out here. Because you think like you're wide there and then you're coming in for the next one. But just stay tight. And then this one kind of aim for, obviously, the green there. I think it's a really difficult corner, though. And you'll see a lot of different lines through here. A lot of the aliens are out wide here. And then they cut back in, but I don't like that. No one's gone quicker anyway. Not yet. Still early days in the session. Yeah, I mean, it's always the case, isn't it? If you think, like, you know, Monza, any left, right, any right, left, any, like, chicane, yeah. Think about the sequence rather than the corner. I do feel like you can throw it in whilst braking. So I've still got like 60% brakes on here and I'm starting to turn the car. So 20% brakes, 25% brakes still. So I am coming off them into the trail braking phase, but like I wouldn't be able to turn in with 60-70% brakes. I wouldn't be able to do that before, I don't think. I can't wait, genuinely can't wait to get my hands on a sim coach set up. Look at the timing there, hey Josh. Sounds like you've had some coaching. Yeah, so this is Josh from Sim Coach, by the way, if you're not familiar. So it was Josh that told me about these things that I'm explaining here about waiting. I'm right there, aren't I, Josh? Wait, be patient with it, wait, and bosh. Give it a squeeze. But yeah, so with the, I don't know if you've already started, Josh. I don't know if the lads have already started with the setups, but I'm really interested to see, because it's. I don't know if you've drove yet, Josh. Able to turn and brake with so much braking here at Spa with a fixed setup. You can really chuck it in with 50-60% brakes on there, and it just doesn't step out, doesn't argue at all. And I'm wondering, once we start rolling the wing off and adjusting some things with the setups and that. Get ready to go with. Oh, nice, mate. Good stuff. So yeah, once we start getting the setups and that, it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna check. So I know the temperatures I've ran this time at. So I'm going to be checking everybody's streams. I'll be going around all the big hitters, checking everyone's pace, seeing how they're getting to grips with it, because I'm yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I think it's like, I don't know. To me, straight away, first impressions, I feel it suits my driving style, and I don't know if that's good or bad for the aliens, because I feel my driving style is so different to the aliens' driving style. I'm wondering if they're going to struggle. Well, I mean, we'll know when they start saying it's shit. But yeah, when I look at the guys who I'm going a bit quicker than now, I wouldn't be going quicker than this guy before. We're in a different car, to be fair, but the last one, there was like 7k guys and we were going quicker. I know everyone's getting used to it, but their same car, Marcelo, 6.6k. We've gone 6/10 quicker than him. Is he on track? No. So I know it's early doors, don't want to get ahead of myself. But yeah, I always feel a bit like this though with new content and week 13. I avoid fastest so far is a 15.8. Wow. In race, so that's with draft, yeah? I hope that's with draft. Yeah, that's crazy quick. But a second quicker than me, that's normal alien pace. I'm normally a second off alien pace. So if that's the quickest possible, or if that's the quickest anyone's done so far, and that's where I'm at, it looks like I've found my place quite quickly there. They didn't make it worse for me, but this is what I mean. If the aliens are struggling to dominate now, that'll be the narrative. The fuck the Tyre model, what have they done? Do you know what I mean? It's gone backwards. But yeah, I don't know. Is pace always? He's 8.5k, and I think he had draft right. That makes me feel a lot better. Void, thanks, buddy. Like, is the pace genuine pace, like driving skill, or is it the manipulation of the game? That's what I've always thought about. It's why I'm always interested in field of view and stuff like that, and camera angles and the stuff with LMU where you can adjust it, which I don't like, which I've been very vocal about. But yeah, sometimes you feel like it's not so much driving well, it's manipulating the physics of the game. So yeah, we'll see. Hi, Cloxy. No, not a crash, Cloxy. It was a track cut. I got so I got suspended for a sporting code violation. Yeah, let me see. I can find this out for you. I can find out the date, and if anyone wants to go back and watch the stream, because they're all still there, I don't get rid of my streams. So replays. So I'll be able to find the date here, and then just Match it. Here we go. Daniel, so... It's May the 30th. Right, tell you what, we'll withdraw from this race. We're going to come back in and try another car in a minute, so... We'll withdraw. I'll quit from this session, keep an eye on the times, and I'll show you guys what we got the ban for, yeah? I'll show you the replays. We have to update first. So yeah, I'll talk you through this as best I can. I'd like to know what people think about it as well, because I would actually like to know. Yeah, we're banned currently. Yeah, we're currently serving a ban. I'd like to know what this guy has to say about it. I don't think he's familiar with the channel. But yeah, now that the dust has settled, Friday we're free. The bar's open. On Friday we are released. Yeah, I mean, I hold my hands up. I gained advantage by cutting the corner and not giving the position back. But once you see what I'm about to show you, I think you would probably understand why. iRacing have seen this though. I appealed. No, it wasn't. No, a guy called Daniel Elvez, I think he's called. Never raced him before. So this is the first incident. Right, so conditions are terrible, as you can see, right? We'll just play it from my cockpit. It's going into the second chicane at Monza. Terrible conditions. So he doesn't defend it. We get the run. He goes late on the brakes. He straight lines his chicane. So that's where I clip that video. So you can see the advantage that this guy has got, right? We go in side by side. I get on the brakes nice and clean. He's already missed his braking point. He then puts his wheels on the grass. He's no chance of getting his car slowed down. So he's like, right, I'll just go straight across. So he should be about here by now, because we got the corner. That was our corner. So he should be, when the dust settles and we come out the corner, I reckon he's probably 2 or 3 cars lengths behind me. But this is where he is. So that's where he ends up. Okay? Takes his slowdown. According to iRacing, he takes his slowdown. But gained an advantage, right? How many car lengths do we say in there? 10? 15? Maybe that's a bit much, but I don't know. But he's gained a huge advantage, right? So that was the first incident. That is not the worst incident, by the way. I don't actually have mine. I didn't clip mine because I didn't need to. But it's on the stream if you want to watch it. 30th of May. If you want to go and watch it. It shouldn't be hard to find because you just find the one where we're fighting for that position in the wet. Yeah, he did pass the guy in front briefly, and then he obviously had to take his slow down. And then I don't know how many laps it was later, but we got a run on him out of the Parabolica and into turn 1. That's what you're about to see now. This is the worst of it. And again, you know, so the first time I know that the type of guy he is, I know how he's going to race. So then this time, I'm still trying to race clean. I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt. But again, conditions are a little bit bad. There's a little bit of contact here. I don't think it's my fault. I think it's a racing incident. So we'll go straight to chase cam here because you're going to get a much better view of it. So we're coming from quite far back, but we've got a good run. Right, so nice and early, line him up. He's on the brakes early, I'm on the brakes a little bit later. Right. So, there's contact at this point. Now, I'm trying to turn. I've got the car slowed. I'm not out of control. I think I'm pretty comfortable there. He already tries to turn in there, look. Realises I'm on side. He must get the call from the spotter. He might consider it a dive bomb, but I'm alongside. Now. Right, I'm already alongside, going into the corner, right? So he shouldn't be thinking of turning in at all, should he? In my opinion. Straight lines it. Bosh. Right, deliberately rejoins the track. If you're rejoining the track here, is that your angle? Or are you probably going to be pointing a little bit more that way? Straight across to block me. Contact. Pushes me straight off the track. And makes his getaway, yeah? So that's the second one. And I'm still thinking, right, fair enough, conditions are bad. Maybe we give him the benefit of the doubt. Difficult conditions. So then this is the same corner, a few laps later. Yeah, iRacing have seen all this, yeah. The problem, from iRacing's point of view, yeah, so this is the thing. They need to fix their broken system in the rain. That's the issue. Whether it's being adjusted now, I don't know. We'll certainly find out at some point. When the new season starts, maybe before. But they can only act on what they've been sent, right? They see me cutting the corner the same way that he cuts the corner in the first chicane. I did that same cut, and I gained a position from it. So this is the same corner a few laps later. This time he's defending it, right? And I only showed this for a little bit of context because despite what's happened with this guy, I'm still trying to race him clean. So I go in and I feel this time I don't pinch him like he pinches me. I leave him plenty of room, right? I leave him plenty of room there. But he's gone in too hot and he misses it and now there's contact. Now you could say that is my fault. But I have to turn in at some point, right? He's still going straight at this point because of the weather, you know. Because of the conditions at the time. I don't blame him for that. I don't think this is deliberate. So he's made contact. So I could just do what he did again, couldn't I? Straight line the chicane because he doesn't leave me any room there. But no, I just slammed the brakes on. I get it slowed down. I took him behind him. And I go again because I want to get him clean. And then on the very last lap, I just went past him at the chicane. So the second chicane. So he submitted the protest with like an hour ago with the window of the protest window, whether it's a week or whatever. He waited and he submitted it last minute, which meant I didn't know it was coming. I got it on the Friday night before the 24-hour Nürburgring race. Like I said, if I was going to enter that race, he's completely screwed me over for it. I think that was his intention. So he waits till the last minute. So then I'm appealing it with iRacing. I'm like, look, this is what he's done. And they're like, look, you know, yeah, exactly, yeah. He submitted a protest. You have cut the course. So I'm like, right. So at this point, I'm thinking, so if I submit a protest, he's going to get the same. Which I think he would have. I went to file the protest out the window. I couldn't protest anymore. That's how I know he did it deliberately. Left it last minute deliberately. What did we say? Corvette. Give the Corvette a go. No, Void. No, I don't race with Josh and Ollie. No, I'm not that fast. No, I don't know who their third was. I would imagine Tomo or Joe, possibly. I think Jetro's the strategy guy, right? I'm not that familiar with I know the voices, weirdly. I know the voices, but I struggle even when I'm in the chat with them on Discord, because I do the sim coaching group sessions with Josh, and a lot of the lads are in there. I recognise the voices, but I don't know the names. Tomo was GT4, that's right. So I don't know who the fourth was. Justin, I know there's a Justin. There's a Justin and a Jetro. But I don't know. But no, I wasn't racing with those boys. They'd be scraping the barrel if they needed me. No, I spoke about doing it with Venus from chat and Kieran. And we're going to do another one with Dave. We're trying to work out when's the best possible time to do another one with Dave. Hopefully it might be Spa. I didn't realise the Major's 24. Le Mans 24-hour race is next weekend. I didn't realise that. Very short notice, but... Right, let's have a little look at the Corvette then. Interesting that there's a lot of Porsches in this one. So I'm kind of up against it here. I was planning to go till 9:30. It's just about my bedtime, that, boys, because I'm an old man. But we'll see what we can do. I'm definitely noticing graphical improvements in the dash here. The little flecks on the fabric, and definitely looks better. I don't think we're going to be competitive in this car, by the way. I always feel like I'm in a GTE. My driving style. I'm also a GTP driver, so I normally drive brake like Protos. The cars feel so much better now. Harder braking, give me feedback carrying speed. Yeah, I suppose with GTPs you're less reliant on trail braking, aren't you? You're just throwing it in and the aero's doing its thing.
Left side, door clear.
I feel like the gearing's going to be out around here in the Corvette. Nice, Phillips. Is there many crashes on the opening laps? Second with a Corvette, yeah. Do you go down to second anywhere else, Death Strike? Is the hairpin third, for example? Hey, Sean. Nice, mate, yeah. I've scalped a few aliens, so I'm pleased with it so far, but I think it's just they haven't quite got it in yet. Yeah, Porsche tomorrow for me. We'll be trying that. I wonder if there's different cars light the tyres up earlier or later depending on the characteristics of the car. Down a second for the right, leads up the back straight. Yeah, I know the one you mean. The one before the fast one. What sort of times were you doing in this then, Deathstrike? Staying third for this. Thanks, mate. And you found lap 6 to be the best, yeah? I'm finding them early stages of the corner snaps easier to get hold of. Similar to when the SimiCube went 360. When it went 360 hertz, I found myself able to catch a snap a lot quicker. Feels like that again. Feels like you're getting a little bit more information and you're able to just capitalise on it a bit earlier. Some temps on the left.
19.1.
Is the Mozza got 360, Sean? Is everything pretty much got it now then? Turning in very early there, like it's biting early at the front. Yeah, I'll just while I get the tyres up, mate, I will do once I get confident with this one. Feels a lot more challenging than the Macca, but that's been my preferred car all season really, so that's no surprise. Yeah, I imagine the Porsche's traction feels excellent. Oversteering this a bit. Just turning the wheel way too much.
Good lap. In front of you. Got one in the dirt coming back on. Stay on your toes. Go to the right.
Power goes down nice there.
17.618. Great lap, that last lap. Gonna have a car off to the right.
Probably going to get slowed down on this one, unfortunately.
Front of you, keep your eye open. Right side. Still there. You're clear if you need it.
I think I'll probably get close to a low 17 again. I don't think I'll get into the 16s in the Corvette. Yeah, really positive, John. Really positive, mate. Yeah, really, really positive. I struggled. If you go back to the start of the stream, I struggled. Like that. So the lower speed corners where the aero's not really present, it's tricky.
18.504.
Right, this is lap 5. So I know there's time here because I know I've turned in way too early on a lot of these corners. So there's a good 3, 4, 5 tenths, I think. If I can hook it up. It's not as pointy as the McLaren through there. Slidey through the hairpin as well. Yeah, it's a little more understeer at the front when you're on the edge. I don't feel like this is getting more comfortable in this car. If anything, I think I'm struggling more. I think lap 3 was good in this. Wheels a lot slower that.
18.023.
This tyre model lets you know what you need to push. Yes. Yeah, definitely. You certainly feel when it's there. which is why I just thought he dropped off a bit that lap. Bogged down a bit there as well, I can feel it. I feel like I'm waiting forever there. Yeah, I don't like the way this behaves on throttle, if I'm honest. You can't push and get the nose in like you can in the Macca. I think it would be a good car at another circuit. We'll go one more, this was lap 6, we'll do one more. But yeah, struggling through that sector for sure. First gear there, felt weird. Yeah, so it feels good everywhere apart from going into that really important sector where you just before curve of Paul Freire. Definitely pushes out a little more on throttle. It's the same guy that slowed us down before, isn't it?
Right side. Clear.
Yeah, it's horrible there. You just can't get on the power. It's so important as well. The most important corner on the circuit, really, apart from the hairpin at the start. And it just can't get the power down. Just pushes out. It is better through that final sector though than the Macca. Try one more.
17.684.
Try not to get slowed down this time. See, unless it's got a lot of promised top end against the Macca, I think it struggles in too many areas, this, to trouble them sort of times. again there. Yeah, it does seem overwhelmingly positive, doesn't it, across the board? Potentially get down to my best lap so far in this car, yeah, but still needs a pretty good bus stop.
Good lap there.
Yeah, it's reasonable. It's still our Daytona livery in this one. Beautiful. But yeah, it's reasonable. I think the Corvette's reasonable there, but I don't think it's anywhere near as planted as the Macca. Macca's unbelievable. But yeah, we'll try the Porsche tomorrow. Interested to see the BMW and the Ferrari, the front engine cars. See how they... the BMW and the Mercedes, sorry. I don't know if I said that. I felt like I said the Ferrari there. But yeah, in the Open, I don't know if the Corvette might be a bit of a contender, if it can be, you know, good top end. Yeah, I think that was just me. I hope so, Deathstrike. I really do. I really like the Merc. To me, it's still the best sounding GT3. The Mustang is a close second, but there's something about the Mercedes. I just love the sound of the engine. But I do, if you got the audio set correctly, the Porsche, the popping of the exhaust in the Porsche. Now most people don't get the pops because they haven't got the audio set correctly. If you're interested, direct sound. I don't know if anybody still uses whatever. Did they call it X audio or something? Get rid of that. Put that in the bin. Direct sound, and you'll get more pops and bangs. So yeah, and turn surround off. You do get the pops and bangs on surround, but it's much lower. So you turn surround off, you get a lot of it. And the Porsche off throttle pops and bangs more than anything else, weirdly. It's quite a dull engine note, but the exhaust, lovely. Whereas the Mercedes is all engine note. But yeah, so we'll try the Porsche, the Mercedes, the BMW, the Mustang. We'll try all them for the rest of the week, but yeah, the BMW doesn't sound great. Again, engine note. But again, if you get the audio right, the pops and the bangs are good in the BMW as well. Anyway, that's going to do us. Let me just check the practice session, if I can. The one where we went P1. I don't know if I'll have the results of that yet. Is that this one? I hope not. Because we know where are we? No, because these are 17 ones. So we did a 16.9. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be watching everybody's streams now. And seeing what sort of lap times people are putting in. I'm very interested to see the lap times of the guys I know are quicker than me. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Just one of them. I think everyone's going to get a ban at some point. Mine's week 13, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, guys, if you could watch this video for me. So my new series, there's a playlist created. Where are we? How do I look at this? This. So the Gridcast episode 1. So this is a new podcast series that I'm putting together. So in the episode 1, we are discussing the Team Red Line scandal, essentially. So the idea of this, the premise of this little podcast thing is I just start at the back of an AI race at the Nordschleife, and it's just a discussion about all things sim racing while I'm doing a lap. I didn't want to just sit and put the camera big and just talk. So we did it in the format of an AI race. Anyway, the next one, Gridcast episode 2, is going to be, 16.9 in the Macca, Sean. Yeah. Excuse me. The next episode is going to be discussing the ban. Excuse me. And iRacing's approach to it. What they need to do to make it right, essentially. Not for me, but for the rest of the community with the slowdowns and stuff. Because you can't get a slowdown, take the slowdown, and get banned. That shouldn't be happening. They need to fix the system, don't they? That's the bottom line. Anyway, the Gridcast episode 1 is out now. If you can, subscribe to the playlist. Is that possible? Bell notifications and stuff, and you'll get the next one. It'll be out this week. We'll put that together. I'm going to have to shoot off, guys, because we're well overdue here. So thank you very much for the support on the channel. As always, all the usual suspects, thank you very much for the support. We will be back online, same time tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier. And we'll do some more testing. Let me see where the schedule is. I'd rather not be spending any money. I'm going to have to. The V-Power Motorsports Park at the Bend tomorrow night. They know what they're doing, don't they? So we need to buy that circuit. So go and connect your Amazon Prime account to my Twitch, if you don't mind. And you can soften the blow for me there, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for the support. All jokes aside, support has been unbelievable this past week. Really appreciate it. Like I say, link is in the description of the Discord. And we'll see you boys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. See you in a bit.